Alright guys, so this is MoP beta. I did just get in, and a couple of things I was looking at, and everything keeps changing, so yeah. First thing I'll mention is this glyph looks really overpowered. Death coil shields for like 10k. That's kind of broken. It doesn't stack, it's just the one, but with the amount of times you can spam death coil with AMS, I believe giving it to all specs, it's kind of a lot. Anyway, I'm not sure if that scales off of like the death coil improved healing and stuff either. Anyway, what I actually wanted to talk about in this one was Death Siphon versus Conversion versus Death Pact. I really want to look at these three, but they're not in the game yet, and I might make a video talking about the difference between all three of these and why I chose Runic Corruption. But I'm just gonna go over the self healing right now because a lot of things have changed. First thing I'll mention is this sucks ass. I was really excited when I heard something like Corpse Explosion was coming back. It sucks ass. Anyway, Death Siphon is basically, right now, with my gear, it's on par with Scourge Strike for damage. Like, hold on. Come here, Death Ruins. What procs is these? This is basic procs. It does 25k. That training dummy is actually dying. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Siphoning Strike. There you go. It's around there in damage. It's about a 17k heal. Okay. For argument's sake, here's the equivalent. Go away. Scourge Strike is 15k, 9k. That's 24k. Death Siphon, 22k. Almost the same. One heals me for 17k, one doesn't. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is incredibly broken. As like a damage utility. Like, when I want to do damage, I would always go to Death Siphon before Scourge Strike. It does pure magic damage as opposed to half of it scaling off armor. Actually, yeah. Looks like this is even more physical damage than it used to be. They used to be about on par. Maybe it's about the same. Maybe it's because this dummy has no armor. I'm too lazy to try. But this is pure magic damage. This one's not. So this will scale off armor. This won't. So this has like basically 100% armor pen. As far as the heal goes, it's pretty solid. It's going to take a lot of managing your ruins, which is not always the easiest thing to keep track of on top of everything else. But I feel like it adds more of the ranged feel of Death Knight's back. And it doesn't necessarily take away too much from your damage. It actually is the same as your damage increase. This is going to give me 10 rune power. Alright. Scourge Strike. 10 rune power, and the other one gives me 10 because it both uses a ruin. So, on par with everything else. Conversion, from what I've heard, is incredibly broken. However, it's going to eat the living shit out of your damage. You're just going to run out of all of your damage using it. Also, it doesn't scale for resilience, so this damage is going to be reduced, and therefore the healing of it's going to be reduced. So it may not be a 17k heal in PvP, it may be like a 12k heal, which is actually about the same as a Death Strike. So this may not be as good as I crack it up to be. However, it does look pretty useful. I guess they released 67. I thought it was only just 87. Not. I thought it was just 86. Anyway, conversion: 3% of your max health every second. 10 rune power plus 10 per second. So if you keep it going for 10 seconds, you restore 30% of your health or 50k health. That's a lot. On a training dummy, that's like 2 of these or 3 of these, which doesn't sound that much. On a result target, it's like 5 death siphons, which is 5 death ruins, which basically means you're blowing a power rune weapon for it. Not actually true. You could just manage your ruins really well and drop 4 into it. And then on the other hand, conversion for 10 seconds is going to cost 100 rune power, which that hurts. If you play a DK a lot, you'll realize whenever you have to Lichborn heal, I actually don't have it bound, because I'm going to go mouse over it, you lose a lot of damage from not having that rune power to regenerate your ruins. And it's really frustrating. It probably hurts Unholy even more. Maybe it's viable as Frost, I don't know. It definitely seems like when you shell, flip it on for free. You're going to max out on rune power anyway. You'll get 5 seconds of, you get 15% of your health back for pretty much free if you just flip it on with AMS. So it's good in some senses. Last one's Death Pact, which got buffed significantly. It doesn't kill your pet anymore. Actually, it's even nicer than that. It cuts it. It still damages it, so you can death coil it to enrage it if you're unholy. which is actually really, really nice. I'm actually curious, let me read this correctly, from an undead minion. So you can still sack your gargoyle. Uh, Although stacking your pet and then healing it so it goes in rage seems like a better option. Especially because that glyph to get 20 rune power back is still there, so it only costs like 14 to heal your pet. It actually seems like a really good idea. I like this one. I'm not sure if it's going to be good because you have to take it over. I don't know. 50% of my max health is 75k. In arena match, that's maybe 7 death siphons every 2 minutes. I get a feeling if I go with death siphon, it's going to be used more than that. But we'll see how it goes. Other thing to note, death siphon is going to scale up masteries in both. So you may see Frost getting massive heals out of it where Unholy won't. I'm not going to switch specs. I am in full mastery gear. Nope, I am in my correct Unholy set. So whatever my mastery's at is 10, 26%. At Frost, it can spike. At Frost, where is this trinket? This one up, it goes to like 60 mastery. It goes up to like 120% increased Frost damage, which would double this. It would just outright double this. So it'd be 40k and then 30k heal, which is it's really high. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is going to be really boring. I don't trust PvP right now, because this game's really buggy, and Lox can run into a BG with 430 mil health, no joke, and instantly kill everyone. So I'm not going to mention anything, but Beta still got its bugs. Hunters used to be able to summon infinite pets. So PvP and Beta, not happening right now for me, sorry guys. I'll keep you updated on stuff change, and hopefully I'll look at some of the other stuff and give you guys a little bit of advice on it. Yeah, I'll go over each of them. I'll just mention that this sucks ass. That's it. That's all I'm giving you. Thanks for watching. I'll do more later. I'm really tired, so sorry.